waiting to go live on radio. So definitely tune into SAFM right now.
The third and final hour it is today, and what we have next in our back page feature, we have a book and a song. Well, a book and an album, perhaps, called #Who Are You Again? Which, when you hear the story, is a fairly crushing title, but the who in question is singer-songwriter Lisa Goldin, who in fact we have in our Johannesburg studio to explain what it's all about. Hi there, Lisa.
Hi, Nancy. How are you doing?
Excellent. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Now, I know the story behind, I think I know the story behind #Who Are You Again, so you're going to have to explain it to us. But before you explain that story, tell us a little bit about you. You're a singer, you're a songwriter, and you've been around and about doing all sorts of exciting things. Tell us about you.
Well, yes, I've lived in a few different countries and performed in those and done a couple of albums. Some of my earlier works of my songwriting lived in the UK and across Middle East and Asia, and came home back to South Africa a couple of years ago in hope of signing to a record label. And that happened, thank goodness, a year and a half ago with David Gresham Records. And yeah, so we've been busy putting songs together. We released a single at the beginning of this year, and we've got exciting things happening for the new year coming up. And in the midst of it all, I launched a little book and an album.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your little book, I think you actually wrote it while you were on tour. But is there a chance that we could be playing a little bit of your song? I think it's called I Love Complicated.
Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Should we do that right now? Let's give it a flavour of what it's all about.
At the start, quite normal, calm, collected, no fuss at all. Then my flaws, they just creep in. I'm a princess, can't you tell? And I say I can be all that you need, but deep down I'm lying, deep down I'm lying. Say I can be all that you need. I just wanna be free. Well, it's simple, I love complicated. It's not overrated, just complicated. Not now, don't disturb me. Then I say, where are you lately? Say I give you everything, but somehow no I don't. And I say I can be all that you need, but deep down I'm lying, deep down I'm lying. Say I can be all that you need. I just wanna be free. Well, it's
because I think you know, the book you've written is called #Who Are You Again? Just explain.
So often as musicians, we have the whole either ego of, do you know who I am? Which is such a typical South African thing to say. And then there's also, you know, you'll come in backstage and you'll be doing like your little bit of, you know, your tiny kind of gigs when you're first starting out, and somebody's like, who are you? What's your name again? Oh yeah, okay, it's you. And so it's all based around all of those kind of playful expressions.
They're playful, but they're pretty crushing, aren't they? You know, I mean, it doesn't do to have an ego in the music business.
But I think also, you know, you have to pay your dues, and that's more what it's about. It's so much hard work actually getting to that place where somebody does know who you are. And I think that's more the emphasis on it, because you have to work so incredibly hard. And I think a lot of people just think, oh, SA Idols, and then artist is made.
The thing about being on tour, I imagine, is maybe it's hard work, but it's just very exhausting. But, you know, in and out of hotel rooms, in and out of different places, you know, getting all your stuff together and then sort of slapping on the wow face.
Yes.
I imagine it can't be at all easy.
No.
But in amongst doing all that, you wrote a book.
Yes, I did. So what happened was the company I was touring with asked me to do their marketing articles, and I had to use certain keywords, and it was all on music. And by the time I'd finished touring after a year and a half, I wrote 130 articles. And I just really thought this would be so valuable to other musicians, to audiences. And, you know, it just landed sort of taking a pattern of like what the songwriting part was, what the artist was, what you have to do to keep yourself in check from inside out, mentally and physically, you know. And then I also just then touched on all the different places that I traveled to, what the demographics are like, what the nightlife is like, who I met along the way. There's a few tributes to some people. And then lots of different sources for inspiration, healing children through music, and the different kind of therapies you can use. And a massive, big little tribute to women in music. Because, you know, when we first started out, we weren't allowed to act, we weren't allowed to sing, and it's how women have basically, you know, overthrown that whole thing. Like, look at Taylor Swift, how she's completely wiped the market, and Adele. These girls are so powerful and such powerful forces in the music industry now, and I think that's really beautiful to see how that's changed, how suppression has completely had a reverse effect.
So the book, #Who Are You Again, is that a great big fat diary?
It is a great big fat diary, and it's also lots of educational things on what you have to do and how to put your stuff online. You know, if somebody's starting out, it can really, really help them to know how to register your songs with SAMRO or any other industry, any other association in the world.
Really quite practical. So
Yeah.
I mean, how do you market it? Do you get a free book with every album, or a free album with every book, or can you buy them individually?
You can buy, you can do all three. So at Skoobs at Montecasino, that's my first outlet as a store, which is so exciting. They are stocking the book with an album. It's actually a little download card. You go to the website and then you download a little thing, and you can put it on any device, so your phone, your computer, your iPad. And then online you can either buy through Amazon a printed copy, but if you're South African, please rather do it through either myself or my website, or through Skoobs, because
And your website is what?
www.goldenlisa.com.
Goldin.
Yeah.
Lovely, thank you very much. Lisa Goldin, if you'd like to find out a little bit more about the album and the book, #Who Are You Again, check our site, it's goldinlisa.com, goldinlisa.com.
Well, it's simple, I love complicated. It's not